mission pure, their promise sworn, steadfast till the end. Mysticians seek what lies untold, with spells of newfound lore, lighting paths and opening gates to magic's very core. Raise the banner, let it fly, united we stand tall, a spirit bold and a courage bright, to answer echoes call. Adventure waits for nobody, so rally up the crew, sailing towards our destiny, we know just what to do. Spirits wake, hearts will grow, Lockstitch's name the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow, Lockstitch's name the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow, Lockstitch's name the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow, Lockstitch's name the world will know. Raise the banner, let it fly, united we stand tall, a spirit bold and a courage bright, to answer echoes call. Adventure waits for nobody, so rally up the crew, sailing towards our destiny, we know just what to do.
I don't think we have to stop talking about vampire smut. It's probably for the best. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 19 of the first arc of this the season, The Fated. So today we are inside the little base that we have set up in Neferka, all like nice and peaceful, except for Akhana, who's going to start slightly outside of that, but then immediately coming into it. We added one more card because I meant to add it yesterday, but I forgot. It is the Silver Thimble Builder. That one, I have ambitious ideas for this card, everybody. I want to play the game Beak, Feather, and Bone, but I also want us to draw as bad as anybody wants to draw. Like, I'm not saying we need to be quality artists for it, but like give a sketch of the Silver Thimble. I want us to draw the streets, draw the roads a little bit, and then if Streamiversary goes well enough, I want to commission what we draw as an actual map for the Silver Thimble, street names and everything. That is what I want to do with that, and the 4 people that get that card are the 4 that are going to be in that game helping us decide what each section is. Also, I'm very sorry for all of the coupon codes that we have said out loud. But anyway, let's get to the book club. The Vampire Stakes Prada. Now we just need a vampire named Prada. So we have Senior Officer Akhana, played by Akhana.
Hello.
We have Senior Officer Catori, played by Kira.
Hiya, friends!
We have Administrative Officer Isaac, played by Warlord.
Hello, everyone.
We have Karst, played by Amy.
Hello.
And we have Officer Osiria, played by Kydron.
Hello.
That's a lot of ones we can negate, I realized only a second ago.
Uh-huh.
There are
Yeah, I was gonna make a comment. It's like 4
We are so
officers.
stacked.
I think this is the game with the most officers in it.
Woohoo!
So everybody, welcome to the little room that has been converted into kind of a library. The books are mostly on the floor because we are working through them. There is a rift opened. Let me actually take Akhana out of this real fast. Akhana's on the other side of that rift. There's a rift open on the side of the room, and there are just books flying through here. Tons of them. Akhana, did we say how many books were in that library that you guys found? Or like...
I mean, we didn't put a number on it, but I definitely said get every single one of them, and there were like walls of books.
This is true. So there's most certainly vampire smut flying through this rift.
Absolutely. I absolutely grabbed that. Yep. Little for me, little for everyone.
It is like a magical pneumatic tube. And just like thump. There's a very loud car outside our windows right now. But so here's what we know about the language going on. There was an ancient culture of people that we have learned were Namak's people. Even you guys will know, your characters will know that it's Namak's people's language, although that point is still hard to wrap your mind around, because every time you try to focus on the thought, it slips away. It's getting better and better the more that you start to learn the words. The more characters in it that you learn, the closer we are to it. Catori has a bit of a Rosetta Stone that she got from wait, what was it? What was the name?
Oh no, I forgot.
I too have forgot, and they've come up multiple times, which is a problem, because also the reason that character is not here in this game is because they are currently sleeping with Maverick. And sleeping's a strong word.
Willingly?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Also Maverick is paying not Maverick, they are paying all Maverick's like bar tabs around town. Maverick seduced them very, very successfully. And like nobody was expecting. Oh, it's Vorish. This is them.
My beautiful, fashionable bestie.
They're amazing, absolutely amazing. But sadly, they're very easily seduced by somebody wearing a big.
How about somebody with beautiful horns? Just asking for a friend.
I mean, we could certainly try. So, in here now, I know why Isaac. We all know why Isaac is in here, and we know why Catori. Oh, sorry. Let me continue explaining the book series thing. We learned recently from the going into the castle that had been untouched, that Aman and his group went into, and from Akhana going into this other ruins, that the vampires, the original vampires of Namak, knew how to bind spirits to books. Like, that technology is theirs, or that magical, like, technique is theirs. Whoever bound the other creatures to books, say fiction, say possibly the big bad wolf, because they were in a book, but also clearly were a real creature at one point in time. It's like, it is a spirit that was bound to a book that now is Osiria. This room is emanating a ghastly energy. Like, it feels colder when you walk in here. Even, like, all the snacks and stuff make it a bit of a brighter situation, and, like, the idea of it almost being treated like a book club, it's like, oh, let's, like, have fun. That is staying, actually, Catori, can you roll me? I forgot to get our tags up. Does everybody have their tags, by the way?
I have mine.
I have mine.
Yes.
I'm the worst, so no.
Catori,
But I'll get them.
Okay, all right. Can you roll me? I think this is Stitchcrafter and Mystician. Unless you want it to be flaky.
Of
If
course
you-
I want it to be flaky. Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. All right, roll me 2d20 and take the lower. Oof, okay. Okay.
Oh, yuck.
Hey, Karst, wandering around our new temple home, a current, like, little home away from home in Neferka. So Neferka, in case you in case you're not familiar and catching everybody up, is a subterranean city. I will show it right here. It is this. It is a subterranean, almost cyberpunk looking. Like, it's not, it is made of all the buildings are made of red sand, brick made of red sand, held together with mortar, but also some of it's held together with like teal glowing mortar. There are signs all over the place hanging directly in the air advertising goods. The city is a very lively city. It has restaurants. It is protected from the elements, so people are out night and day. You can't tell if it's night and day because sunlight doesn't make it down here. If you look up the roof of this whole place, it's not a hole. We just had him draw it as a hole so that you guys could see it. It's covered completely, and there are glyphs on the ceiling, glowing teal. And it looks like writing everywhere. But in this city, everybody's like happy, mostly. Like, it's a cool city. I like this city. But Karst, as you are walking around the halls of this place, how does Karst feel negative energy?
Good question.
This whole place, it's hot. Like, I know that you are under the sand, but the sand is still very warm. Like, this city is kind of like an oven nonstop, but people love it. It's also why they wear a lot of revealing clothing.
I mean, that's probably very uncomfortable for Karst, but
Let me tell you, there's one room in this building that feels like there's a cold breeze coming out of it that's drawing you there. Now, Catori, Isaac, and Osiria, as you are going through this pile of books that is showing up, Akhana is telling you all that they're on their way, so you guys are all ready. How are we organizing these books?
Do we have... I mean, because we don't know what they say, so we don't know if they're about history or...
I think you are on the verge of learning everything. You are like right there. Today's game is the game that will get us all the way there, I think. Unless we all die. That's very possible. But like, you finally have all of the stuff. Do you organize them by symbols that you know? Oh yeah, I guess we could organize them history. You would know enough of the language to be able to be like history, fiction, non-fiction. Actually, I know you rolled me that naive, but for everybody with, what is it? You have bookish. What do you, Isaac? You also have bookish. Nice. Does Osiria have anything that could help us? I don't
Because they're
think so.
nerds.
Because they're nerds.
Maybe there's an argument for Luminary, just...
There is an argument for Luminary. I would take Luminary.
Other than that, I don't got much that will help here.
So, if you want to spend a point, or you guys could all just roll me raw 20-siders if you want to try to figure out where we how we are stacking these books.
I'll just roll a 20. I don't need to spend a point, I don't think.
No, absolutely. The other two you may also roll to try to help.
I'll spend a point and help out.
Nice.
I'm spending a point. I don't trust my rolls.
Wow.
All right. Successes across the board. Absolutely. You three know enough that... Okay, so you guys know enough of the language that you could organize them however you want. Based on that, how are we organizing them? So we can... You can get the gist of the book, even if you can't read every word of it.
I figured sorting them by topic would be helpful so that if we needed to, like, quickly learn something, we could just grab it fast. Just grab.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking as well, so...
Yeah, same.
All right. What are the main topics?
I would say history for sure.
I don't know if I can help.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think you're on the radio.
Perfect. What do you guys think about bloodlines?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, like, so they have records of, like, ancestry and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
That does
Sounds
seem
good.
like a thing that the vampires would care about quite a bit.
Definitely a pile of cookbooks.
All right, all right. Do the vampires cook, though? There's just one. With blood recipes. That one's really... Like, Catori, when you get deeper into that one, it's really kind of, like, gross, because it's what kind of people taste the best.
That tracks.
Alright, so we got genealogy, history. This one's the cooking book, which isn't about cooking so much as eat these kind of people.
So it's more like a field guide to picking your
Like,
correct snack.
exactly that.
Like how to trap and entice said target. Fantastic. Of course, there's a pile of smut.
Oh yeah, this is the
Of
small one
course.
for sure. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Man, vampires are freaky.
I'm not sure how Cole's gonna feel about the canon that we're setting here, but he's not here. Absolutely. So those books come through the rift. And every single time one of these books comes through the rift, you three don't recognize it, but this room gets colder and colder. It feels like it's dropping by degrees. Like every single book that's coming through. Sorry, Catori, you're naive to it. You're not realizing that what's happening here. Flaky to it. Was it flaky or was it naive? Flaky.
Even flaky. Even with my belly shirt, like I'm not getting a draft.
Yeah, you know what? You might be dressed for being warned about this.
Since I'm so scantily clad. I also think that there's like a pile of like vampire Regency novels. Definitely like Pride and Prejudice, but I don't know, vampires, shit, Emma, just that stuff.
I haven't really read any Jane Austen books, so I can't make any more. I can't make any Jane Austen vampire jokes.
This is your yearly reminder that if you've watched the movie Clueless, you actually know the plot to Emma. You're welcome.
I've heard that a lot, but also I don't think I've ever watched Clueless all the way through. Something about Paul Rudd being like the main like love interest really bothers me.
It is sort of a difficult sell.
Oh, Cole is here. So, if we decide to make his vampires all really horny, he gets to see it.
Catori is getting ideas to take home to Chad.
Does Chad live with you?
I have no idea. We haven't decided that, I guess. We're still in, like, the early stages. Or something. There it is.
You all, on the other side of this rift, like, now Akhana is, like, rushing back. That, Akhana, you are currently in the, what do we call it? We call it the spaceship, or the little, like, shuttle from the moon. It is about to self-destruct. Because Foley pressed buttons, if you recall.
I do.
You have a very short period of time before this whole thing goes up. We will take care of that in a little like RP of what you grab, but I'm gonna guess that you're gonna just jump through your own rift, though, right?
Yeah. That was the plan.
As you jump through, Karst, you are coming into this very cold room. Catori, Isaac, and Osiria, you're all like realizing that you're shivering. And you can all see your breath. Akhana, can you roll me Stitchcrafter as you come through that rift? You don't have to spend a point on it. This is just roll me 2d20.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Hay and Vatna they can't be pulling in books. They can be there, like, but like, yeah, this is about these guys. Like, you guys could be doing it, but like, you're not actually in this scene. Like, Hay and Vatna are on break. Siri and Isaac took your spots, like, as all of these books were coming in. You're not here, they are here. Akhana, as you come through that rift with an 18, you don't pull anything with you. But now you are standing in an ice-cold room. Can Osiria and Karst both roll me 2d20? This is for your Guardian tag. There is a very Guardian-type magic building in this room as we are going through the books.
Do I have that tag?
Do you not have Guardian? What tag do you have? That's not.
I also don't have Guardian.
Oh fuck! My bad. Not Guardian. I was thinking the wrong thing.
I think you're thinking Protector. I know we both have that.
I am thinking Protector. That is what I'm thinking of.
So 2d20 for that?
Yes, please. So a
Roll 20's
15.
being weird.
Roll 20 is being weird, but with the 15 and the 11, one of these books, and it's got to be whichever one. Catori, what book are you looking at right now?
I actually think the book that I have in my hand right now is sort of like I don't want to say basic education, but it's sort of like a high school level sort of book about what they feel is the appropriate topics to be teaching at that level. She's still trying to figure that out.
In one of the pages that you're looking at, and to you, it looks like a regular book. To Karst and Osiria, you two see it like I'm showing on the screen. There is eldritch runes on it, and they seem like they are moving around. The book is currently explaining the way that this is the high school, like you said, a high school book explaining the use and necessity of guardians or protectors of certain sides, and the fact that most of them do appear to be some kind of worm type creature. WYRM. Karst, you would understand that the protector of and Osiria, you also know this because you've met them, is the protector of the side of the world that you're from, or the forest, is the Tetzel worm, which is a giant worm that can change size, and it is the apex predator of that forest. It keeps anything that's not supposed to be there out violently. Osiria, you would recognize this is very similar. You see the ink start to move, and you feel yourselves being pulled towards the book. Not just towards the book, but into the book. Rupert's snoring adorably.
Because I'm touching this book, what's happening to, normally words would flow up my arm, all that fun stuff. What's happening to that function that I have?
Here is because you do read by touching, of course. It looks like Karst and Osiria, you immediately see what looks like a snake crawling up Catori's arm, and it's about to bite her. You see a hooded cobra snake, massive fang. It looks a lot like this guy right here. He's itty bitty though. Don't worry about it. He's just itty bitty. As it is
Just
attempting,
a little guy.
just a little snake.
Just a little guy. What do I see?
Right now you see a room full of books that you just sent in. They're being organized nicely. It's cold in here. I don't know how Karst and Osiria are reacting right now, but you will be able to see their reactions and make an action based on that.
Which I think, in Osiria's case, she's just gonna call out to Catori, just a quick, Senior Officer Catori, do be careful, please. There might be there is some magics to that book that might not be entirely safe, it seems.
And Karst just looks incredibly apprehensive and points at both the book and Catori's arm and just goes, "Snake! Snake! Out of the thing!"
Catori, this is your flaky roll. Like, this is
Nice.
that. It's just like, what? No, however it is that you react.
Wait, but? What do you mean? That?
Akhana, Karst just told you there's a snake there. Upon you, like, that being called out, Isaac and Akhana, you can both see that snake. You are gonna have to, if you want to try to stop it, you're gonna have to beat my roll here.
Okay.
My roll is a 16.
Oh,
As its fang, this is a incredibly dark green, very ethereal, almost it is translucent. It looks like what if watered down ink or watered down paint was used to create this snake.
Now, quick question. Do I have any, like, protections or edge against something like this? Because I have used inks in the past to alter a situation and a being.
I don't see why not. Let's wait till it bites you, and then we'll make the roll to figure that out.
All right.
Or
Sounds
if
rad.
Akhana or Isaac can stop it in time.
Okay.
I think my best bet would to either use Spy Tag or I don't know if this counts, but Wayweaver and huck a dagger at it. Even though it's ink.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Like, you guys have hit things that don't look like they should have been able to be hit before.
Right?
right.
So I'll try that. Not good. Mitt.
Your knife passes right through it, like flying. It smudges it. The knife does look like it has just a trail of ink on it flying across the room. And it'll stick into the wall. It was a perfect shot, though. You just, you know.
My thought was either to slam the book shut or use my quill to, I don't know, cross out the snake.
Nice.
All right, give me those rolls.
Trying to think what tags would apply.
I think if you used bookish to slam the book shut would be hilarious.
Actually, yeah.
That is actually really funny, yeah.
You'd think it's about him, like, reading a lot. It's not. It's like he knows how to control books.
Wow, he really knows how to deal with
All right.
this.
Don't worry, guys.
Hell yeah.
I'm an expert.
Can I cheer squad that real quick?
Nerd.
Oh, absolutely. If you want to squat it, for sure.
I'm
So
playing it.
This book is hella haunted. Like, you, how did you close it? Like, just did you slap it out of her hand, or did you just like, because you got a 20, so you don't need to move quickly. You don't need to like suddenly slam it. You can, however you want to.
What I'm thinking is like a moment after the knife that Akhana threw misses, Isaac just very casually grabs the book by the top of it, closes it, and then sits it down.
Casually closing, like, the temperature does raise a little bit in this room. Sorry. Sorry about that. All right, we are in this room. Isaac rolled a 20 on being able to tell that that book is haunted. Isaac, can you roll me a 6-sider and tell me how many other books in this room are haunted? So 3 books in this room are also, and like, by all means, use your own words to describe it, but what it is 3 of these books are holding very powerful spirits in them that have been bound to the books. Which books are they? And they are going to be... This book is like like history book, or like your basic primer on the Guardians of the Side. This has the Forgotten Guardian, the Guardian that was starved, from Sanguine Sands. That is in this book. Its spirit is in this book. There are 3 other very powerful, you could call them devils, but they are mostly just malicious spirits that are bound to books. And if anybody else, if Isaac wants help, coming up with what they are, please tell me. But these 3 are going to become your problem. What were they? And what book were they bound to?
I feel like one of the haunted books has to be one of the vampire smut books.
Of course, of course.
Anyone else feel free to chime in at any point.
Maybe one of the books can be on, like, basic orthodonture.
Just keeping your teeth up?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what if a vampire has a crooked tooth and it stops them from feeding correctly? Like, it happens, man. They break a fang. How do you fix it?
I saw a saber-toothed
seems
tiger
important.
as a child on my television tell me that if you break your tooth, you put it in a cup of milk and then take it to the dentist as fast as you can.
So, as a
Am I the only one that saw those commercials? It's just me.
Yeah, that's not a memory for me. I'm so sorry.
I think it's just you, dog.
I'm gonna look it up. No, I'm not. Not right now.
I kind of remember it.
It was
I
like
remember the tooth and milk thing. I just didn't know where it came from.
saber-toothed tiger was riding a skateboard or a scooter with a dinosaur. Which doesn't make any sense. They weren't alive at the same time. Alright, so one of them's from Smut. One of them is about teeth, which is just... You realize I'm making monsters out of what you're suggesting, right?
Yes, my goal
so
is to
sorry,
die
they're
again in
just
this
the
game.
worst.
Yep, yeah.
Alright, so we've got a romance novel. Well, smutty romance novel. And an orthodontist book about the proper care of your teeth. And of
One of
course, go ahead.
I was going to suggest one of the genealogy books specifically related to vampire elites.
No, why would you do that?
Because
Could have
I'm
been
a
about
problem.
cooking. Mmm.
We're your problems today. I think another book could be on similar to the
Cover
how to
my
pick your Similar how to pick your snack, except it's like how to make sure that you're living with the lowest carbon footprint, so you're using all of your of your kill to the fullest potential. So like how to make a lampshade out of somebody, or turning ribs into forks, or things like that.
Oh my god.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Absolute problem.
Sorry, he was riding a bike and the dinosaur was playing baseball. My bad. Nika found it. But also, we already fought silverware once. Let's do it again, I guess.
Why not? It was fun.
I was gonna say, weren't you one of the ones that had to fight the silverware?
I think so, yeah. It in that castle.
Yeah, it was in the the first time we were at Provincial. It's Catori. Beautiful she. Look at those muscles.
Definitely got my power flex from there. And I befriended some trees.
Man, I do a lot with books. All right. So, all around you, the books begin, those particular books, with the exception of the one that Isaac is holding closed at the moment, are opening and closing with maniacal laughter. They are like yelling in a language that is so close to being understood. Like, you might not understand the words themselves, but you understand the intent behind the words. As one of the books opens up, and out of it is a float. Like, this is. You wanted, like, the highest up there vampire regency? Like, that's what you were talking about? Like. This ghost that appears out of this is called the Hand of the Father. Then there is a swarm of forks coming out of a cookbook. Still a big snake. It's still in there. Okay. So we got swarm of forks, Hand of the Regent, and a smutty one.
Do I see these things? Because I couldn't see the snake.
Yeah, after that book is closed, you all will start to see these. And Catori, actually, I'm gonna give it to all of you, and you can tell me how you know it for your own reasons. Stitchcraft, Protector being the weird thing that you are, Karst. Isaac being Beeromancer, and Osiria dealing with this kind of stuff before. This is like, they are all ghostly, they all smell of ink. But this is what if ghosts were possessed words. These are the real ghosts, but fragmented. Only bits of them are left. And they are not happy with being what they are now. I'm sorry, the smutty vampire's taking a minute.
I bet the fluffers are
Understandable.
That is a sentence.
I'm gonna say I don't know how Catori would know this. You said Stitchcraft was an option?
Stitchcraft is certainly an option.
I mean, if another suggestion, if you want, could be that since you've been working with these books like so much lately, maybe there was some warnings about like this exact thing somewhere in them.
Oh my god, I read about this! I read about this, guys!
It's like, absolutely, you could have read about it. You could have read that, like the ritual book that Aman brought back in an earlier game could have mentioned that this is what they do. They bound spirits to books, like powerful spirits and Akhana, based on what you guys learned it from the, was it not a mural, but was it a mural? When you guys were reading off the wall.
Yes. Yeah, we were trying to determine what the glyphs were.
Absolutely. So Akhana, you saw it being done. That the Beeromancers that took over the island, or like took over Sanguine when they killed the vampires, had learned to do this, and they were doing it to the Guardian. They did it to the Guardian, they did it to some of the vampires as well. Before they trapped them in the coffins. Oh my god. Smutty vampire. Here he goes.
Oh yeah, that'll
Oh
do.
my god.
Absolutely
that'll do.
perfect.
Hello.
Beautiful.
Got it in one.
You just hang it over here by me,
Snort
it's fine.
some protein powder off of that one.
I'm gonna grab his butt.
This is
We're
where
gonna
the game
defeat him with sexual harassment.
You know exactly how I'm doing it. Exactly. Yes. No, guys, I got this one. Someone deal with the fork.
If you
What the
need
hell?
backup, let me know.
Exactly. Oh no. We're writing another novel. Everyone stay back.
How does the vampire talk? So he's kind of like, this isn't exactly, you know, how smut and whatnot is not exactly one-to-one. So this isn't what Namak's people were like. This is just the horniest version of them.
You should be here taking notes.
Absolutely. So you guys are all presented with giant hand that looks very aggressive. It is not dripping blood, it is pulling blood from the page. The ink on the page is, all of these books were written in blood. That is, like, the ones that are haunted are written in blood. I don't want to know why Namak's people wrote smut in blood, but here we are. But a ghostly form comes out of one of them, the vampire, comes up to Akhana, and like, it's very delicately brushing its fangs up against your throat. This one's
hate to
pulling
do
the
this, but scythe in my hand. Like I have a lower grip down by my thigh, and then I'm just gonna spin the scythe blade up.
Yeah, roll me an attack. That is most certainly Stitchcrafter. Whenever you're using it, you could also use basically any of your other tags as well. I think like Spy works as a sneak attack.
Yeah.
But however many dice you want to use.
Yeah, I'll use spy. Oh, I won't really want this to work, and Stitchcrafter, so I'll do 3. Oh, not
Yeah,
20.
that's 2 natural 20s.
Wow.
Oh my god, 220! Guys, I don't even roll 1! Oh my god.
That is amazing.
You better be my slave after this, because that 20.
Okay, it's just like absolute. What were you trying to do? Were you trying to like threaten
Oh, I was
him?
no, I mean like do a full swing, like a full rotation from my wrist by holding the sight. So basically it comes up between us and slices down on him cleaving. That was my goal
Oh yeah,
originally.
Do you want to kill this ghost? Because you
I
will.
mean, I think that heck, I mean, we don't have like a medium. I don't know if they don't look very friendly or that they would share information. I mean, he was about to bite my neck. So I assume he would come and at me instead of us getting like cute and flirty.
So, real quick, these are spirits that were deemed dangerous by the Beromancers, by the alchemists that locked them up because they considered them a threat to them. That's what these books are. So clearly there was something about the dietary habits of vampires that is a problem. Oh, sorry, I forgot this guy, Tooth Care Vampire. It's just a flaming green skull. It has very nice teeth, though, very pristine. Fork Army, Regent Hand, and so this just might be a spirit of seduction, you know?
Oh. I mean, I have another idea. They use still the same motion of spinning it, maybe not so fast, but like using like a light reflection off the blade to like blind or distract or like to get distance away and then like push off. So I don't have to cleave him. I don't know if we're in a situation to talk with all of these haunted things in the room.
Would Catori have known from all of her research if these spirits tend to be chatty?
Huh. I think Catori. I need you to roll me bookish.
Okay. So I'm sorry, how many is that?
2d20. 2d20, I think. Yeah. Also, anybody else could make like rolls as similar if you wanted to. Not necessary.
I kind of wish I had a perception ability, but I don't.
Spy can work pretty good for perception, I feel like. Also, just off, like if you wanted to roll officer, I feel like that is definitely Akhana's perception. Catori, you start hearing what they're saying. They are screaming in pain. There is some kind of... I don't like the word taint, but there's definitely a taint here. Not just the vampires.
I keep thinking of what we were talking about that painting you saw.
I just...
Before I'm so sorry.
Oh boy.
I'll find that meme so I can post it.
Now you have to.
I have to now. So, Catori, you know that these were creatures put here definitely not willingly. So, if you can calm them down, like, they've been inside books for 1,000 years. They've been trapped, not able to live their lives. Like, these are spirits that, at one point in time, was a giant snake that slithered across the sands. At one point in time, was a beautiful, charismatic spirit that very kind of similar to Cupid. Like, if the spirit would, like, arrive and two people were there, they would, little amorous situation. Yeah, definitely the now kiss spirit. like the orthodontist one, you 100% know that that spirit was something that vampire parents, I'm not sure how they breed the vampires, but like elder vampires threatened younger vampires that if they didn't brush their fangs, this guy would come and get them. And the hand of the father was an ancient spirit that the vampires understood as the hand of law, the order. All of these creatures were not violent spirits originally, based on your research. But they all feel angry now.
So I think after she's like, I read this book, guys, she quickly like shouts all this information through the room for everyone to have it. And yeah.
The Fang Skull, what was he considered to be the spirit of?
Orthodontists,
Right.
tooth care. If you don't take care of your fangs, he'll come and get you. And he will add your fangs to his maw. Inside of his jaw, there are just hundreds of teeth. There are more teeth than could fit in a skull. They're just sticking out at all points. He even has like a skull mohawk. And a mohawk that is just made out of fangs.
Fantastic.
That's kind of metal.
I definitely want to be his friend.
Right?
Your idea?
So I'm not killing him because they're agitated from being captured, and rightly so. So just, yeah, I'm going to stick with flashing the blade to distract and then push away to get distance.
For sure. That spirit slams up against one of the walls. And as it does that, you all see the whole room is slightly turning green. I was trying to hit a button and then hit the wrong button.
Can Catori use like her super intimidation tactics to get like all these bad guys to like take a beat and talk it out?
Okay, how are you going to intimidate ghosts? I'm not saying you can't. I absolutely think that you could.
I would say I'm gonna try to bluff. And Katori's gonna shout, so that they can hear her. She's read all about this, and maybe there's something that it's not really a bluff because she'd try, maybe there's something they can do to free them from this. But if y'all don't settle down, take a beat, I'm gonna close your books and leave your asses here. So you need to calm down and talk this out right now. I mean it.
All right, Catori, you get +1 because of your pauldron, and go ahead and take. You can, if you want to spend a tag, you can use it on bookish for like reading these things, but you could also spend another tag on mystician as like a way of studying it to figure it out.
Yeah, I think I want to do that because this one's it's a pretty big deal.
And I'm sorry, Osiria, you were about to say something too? Yep, go ahead.
I might have one other thing that can assist. With my monstrous, would it help in any way to show, like, because you said that she is, like, effectively one of the spirits that was in those books now. Would it help to show that we've already done it once, like...
You know what?
So that this isn't unfounded?
absolutely, you could give me 2d20 and add those to Kira's. You using 3, Kira? You using bookish? You have so Kira, give me 4d20. And Osiria, you can give me 2d20. Yeah, 17, 15, 16. You get that one bingo immediately. And you rolled them in order, too, by the way. It's 15,
there's the
16,
18.
That's
17.
wild.
And there's the
There's
18.
oh my god.
We are on top of this.
Okay, okay. So, what's that look like between Osiria and Catori? To which ghost are you focusing this on? Is it the whole room? And what does that look like? How do you convince these ghosts to not ghosts, ghostly spirits? There's a distinction here.
Katori is gonna try to like make herself look as big as she can. And she's going like arms out, fists clenched. Did she ever make those shark tooth knuckles?
Yeah, you said you were going to, yeah.
So she's gonna like I get that they're like ghosts, but she means business, so she's gonna show those off too. And get real big and just start shouting at him and and wait for Osiria to like back her up. Please help.
Yeah, and like Katori's talking about like you said Katori's gonna be talking about like being able to potentially help them out, right?
Yeah, like there's no reason to fight. Would probably help. Like, hey, listen, baddies recognize baddies. We might be able to help you. Stop your shit.
Yeah, so Osiria would take on the wolf form and basically tell them, like, her words are not unfounded. We have done this once, we can do it again, if you just allow us to help. Like, I think a part of that is basically, like, banking on the fact that, like, the wolf is a pretty, like, known spirit that has, been trapped in a book before.
Absolutely. Like, the Big Bad Wolf is a very well-known story. Why was the Big Bad Wolf... Like, who did the Big Bad Wolf scare, I wonder? Other than pigs. And Red Riding Hood.
Mhm.
Red Riding Hood was an alchemist, confirmed. Hey, if we did something with Red Riding Hood and then that character disappeared because of problems, can I just retcon that we didn't do anything with Red Riding Hood? And make Red Riding Hood an alchemist?
I think so.
Nice.
The one to make.
I am the arbiter of these laws. Alright, so... Oh, I grabbed the wrong thing, sorry guys. Give me 1 second. Go back to map. As the forks are flying at Catori, as the skull is like... Okay, you convince them all to stop. The skull is checking everybody's teeth, though. Like, Isaac, how's your tooth care regimen?
Top notch.
Nice, nice, nice. Catori, how are your face bones?
Oh, my face bones sparkle, baby.
Nice, nice, nice. Akhana, how we doing? How's your oral hygiene?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Nice, nice. Oh my god, does Karst have teeth and are they his? Or are they theirs? But I know Amy's AFK for a second. The big bad wolf, I assume that your teeth are immaculate. My, what big fangs you have, the ghost says.
Oh yeah, she takes real good care of her fangs. Like, that is high priority.
Karst, do you have teeth?
I don't know.
This
get to
guy is
find out.
definitely... Yeah, he's trying to find out. He wants to crawl in your mouth and find out if you have teeth.
I don't even
It
think I
doesn't
visually
seem
have a
hostile.
mouth. I think Karst is just gonna like sit there and let them check him out. Like it's a bee. Like not gonna swat at it. Gonna see what the fuck it wants.
It goes right in there. Roll me a 20-sider. This is just like how many teeth you got. Not how many teeth you got, but like, do you have a skull in there? Tough choice. Do you have teeth? That is my tough choice for you.
I don't think so.
It steps out of your mouth. Like, not steps. It flies out of your mouth, just shaking its skull back and forth.
Oh no, it's been a disappointment.
Shame. Shame. Your head now counts as a haunted place. I need you to know that.
Haunted head and I don't show up on camera, okay.
You don't... It's like, are you sure you're not a vampire?
No? I don't think I'm made of salt, so like...
That's also fair. Alright. So, Okay, here we are. In the middle of this room. Room still pretty cold. Not as cold as it was at the worst of it. Once we closed the book, it rose in temperature a little bit. We have forks with wings fluttering that are... Catori, you do see that with these forks, they do look a little bit more designed to puncture and then release than they are designed for, say, like picking up food. They might be more like skewering things, kind of utensils. But yeah, they're all gonna sit down and talk to you. Remember the 2-hour boss fight I talked about and how you just skipped that? That's cool.
It's the power of friendship.
Yeah, we befriended
I was
ancient
ready to
spirits.
go.
I was fully ready for
I
combat.
mean, oh yeah, no, same. I was ready to fight if that didn't work, but
There's still more to it, I think. We're still good.
Neat.
Tori, what kind of snacks are around the room right now? By any chance, anything that, like, ancient spirits might enjoy?
Cookie.
There's definitely a bowl of gushers. Some croissants, cinnamon buns. Everybody loves cinnamon buns. All right, don't, like, it doesn't matter. Everybody does. Yes. Catori also has protein shakes and not beef jerky, but other jerkied meats on her person as well. So she can also provide additional snacks. There's probably some cheeseburgers because that would upset Catori, so she's gonna stand over there and be away from them. And curly fries with cheese sauce and a charcuterie board, because I don't know, and it's got like fruits and crackers and cheeses and like olives, that sort of thing. Huge spread.
I do have another. I know that you were just like saying what you saw on the thing, but I do have a cinnamon bun token, which makes me happy.
Ooh.
But also, the most obscure token that I have is the curly fries token. And I didn't know I was ever
See?
actually going to use it, but here it is.
You're welcome. You're welcome. With cheese sauce. It's very specific. You have to know that it's curly fries with cheese sauce.
Can you believe
Like
I have
melty
curly
nacho
fries,
cheese.
but no burger? There's no burger. Oh, there is.
What?
Never mind. My bad. My bad. My bad.
I was gonna say.
I was gonna say it's like
Like, what world is this? It would be magic if you had a charcuterie board.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh no. Gushers.
This has turned into a 2-hour lunch date instead.
Mm-hmm. It's a lunch and learn.
You all are just monsters. I need you to know that.
Because
I
we
mean-
ruined table talking.
You just ruined it all. No, you didn't.
technically speaking, Osiria is the only monster here.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
Me
I
too.
was gonna say that's not true. Karst also has that tag.
I did not know
Yep.
that. Okay, I take that
That's
back.
also monstrous. The tokens I have for tabletop are really weird, everybody.
I'd say they're completely normal for the game that we play.
Honestly, you know your players, so it's fine. No judgment.
Alright, so yeah, the vampires, like, who is a Akhana. What is this vampire a spirit of? If it's not a spirit of, it could be like some kind of charisma or something like that. But we know he's not not normally a violent demon like he came out of there looking like.
I think you were going down the path of the spirit of seduction, and because he tried to come at my neck, which could be interpreted either way, I think we could stick with that.
Absolutely. So we now canonically have a spirit of seduction that has been trapped in a book for over 1,000 years. So all
There's
of
no
you,
riz on the echo.
yeah, there's no riz on the echo until we get this guy out of this book. The second we do, the echo is getting so fucking horny. I'm worried.
I'm not.
No stress.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I think it'll work out.
They all are slightly tethered to the books that they came out of, though. Like, when they move, their pages move. They are all still bound, but it does feel limited to this room. How can we break this curse? The hand says, the hand talks out of that eyeball.
Does the eyeball glow when it speaks?
Probably.
Does it blink while it's saying words?
I was thinking it's more like the pupil does the talking, but since the pupil is like vertically slit, it does like that direction. Oh, if we just want to make it, here we go. Now we can all just appreciate the way that it talks. It's like, what did this to us? How did we get this way? Who would dare bind me? And who would bother binding that thing? The hand waves towards the skull.
Okay, let's not be rude here. Let's be productive. This is supposed to be a productive conversation, please. God.
I'm terribly sorry. It's just, of course, because they played that card, making that 20 and a boon. Your boon for this is none of these ghosts are going to attack you. Like, you have showed that these ghosts that at any point you could destroy them. They are
You
in a
said
way,
none of these ghosts, though. Like,
Yeah.
the wording. Okay, yeah, all right.
So, the spirit of seduction saunters forward, his book changing pages. Is the pages also kind of feel like they're waving at you? They're like, hello there. There's really that feel. As he walks up to Isaac, looks Isaac up and down. It's like, what could I get for you in exchange for help, my dear friend? Or hopefully my new friend.
Sorry, my brain stopped. I'm trying not to make
He has
myself.
that effect.
In that pause, in that like brain pause moment, he reaches out and brushes his hand across at your chest, and suddenly you're wearing a nice silk coat and pants, and there's a drink in your hand.
Oh my god. Production value.
Nika said that you're getting Legend, which is 100% true. If you guys haven't seen the movie Legend,
I am fanning myself.
the forks are buzzing around. Catori, if the forks were spirits of something, what were they spirits of?
You said that they're puncturing tools, but still for eating, right?
Yeah, puncturing tools, but for eating.
I think I really in my head I'm leaning towards like gluttony.
Okay, the spirit of gluttony.
Ooh.
I'm just glad that both of the like male presenting characters in this game are shirtless. And the one that doesn't have like that is not presenting in any particular way is really showing off a lot of midriff. I mean, I know Catori's showing off a lot of midriff, but Karst is definitely the midriff winner in this party because you can see all the way through him.
No joke.
Alright, so we've got a spirit of seduction. This right here is the spirit of law, but specifically vampiric law. This guy's a guardian spirit, but his book is still closed. That's the only book that is still hostile.
Which, that tracks.
It's like, okay. How did you, obviously, the big bad wolf. Again, this is the hand speaking. He's like, how did the big bad wolf undo their situation? I had heard you were also bound. You were bound long before I.
Is that an eye pun?
Oh, it's most certainly an eye pun.
Well, I will admit I am not the original Big Bad Wolf, but by taking on this form is how I assisted the spirit in escaping. It required that we entered the book the spirit was bound to, and through magic extracted them from the book they were contained in, as it were.
I think all of the spirits in unison, including the forks, but I don't know how they do it, they gasp. A spirit in a living body. That is disgusting. Unique. I don't know if I could lower myself to that. As like the hand is like going over you. It's just like, and then they go over to Karst. Is that what you are? No, you're something different. Those bones are not alive.
I'm not even sure if they're mine.
Delectably creepy.
Well, if it is any reassurance, it is not guaranteed that that is the only magic that will remove you from your restraints. I believe the team we have here is more than capable of finding another method, if you would so prefer.
I would prefer. Being shackled to a mortal vessel seems a new level of torture. Oh, Osiria, the big bad wolf part of you does not think it is torture, by the way. The big bad wolf part of you is very much enjoying being you.
Alright.
You took care of that in the nightmare thing.
Yeah.
the skull one. Orthodontist, what's a good word for the spirit of teeth?
I mean, could it be bones?
Could be the spirit of bones. His name is just Os, the Latin word for bones.
I was
Perfect.
thinking Nasher.
Nasher's also good.
Like that.
Nice.
I am Nasher. And she's like, as you have probably read from my book, I am the spirit of keeping your teeth. Some called me a tooth fairy back in the day. As you can see, I don't look much like a fairy, but I do enjoy it. I collected teeth. I had one point in time had a whole village worshipping me. They would distribute their teeth unto me, and I would grow more powerful. I don't know how it does it, but it motions to the fangs all over it, and you can see that they're not just all vampire fangs, they are teeth from all over the world, all over the Echo. Like, there is no skull there, it is teeth fused together to make a skull shape. The skull looks directly at the camera. And she's like, "No, don't worry. I don't take your teeth if you are unwilling to give them. I have people that do that for me." It's like, all right, everybody. Get to your studying of how to get these guys out of the books.
I mean, would the secret to getting them out be in the book that they're in?
Okay. The way to undo it is by reading. Reading is fundamental.
You said the alchemist did this, right?
The alchemists did this, yes. It is... Namak's people invented how to do this. That was then taken by the alchemists to create what we call beeromancy.
Interesting. Because I am a beeromancer.
This is true. Oh man, whose book are you reading?
I mean, he's right here. It has to be the seduction spirit. He's right
That's what
here.
I was gonna say. There was one right answer here.
There's only one right answer.
Okay. You're gonna read that one. All right, so one... How many did we make?
4.
We only have the 4. All right. So
I'm not gonna lie, Catori's still kind of eyeing the one that's closed that was originally attacking her, but like she's not interested in opening it right now.
That one is staying
I'm
closed.
also keeping an eye on it.
Isaac would have said, "Do not open that one." That one is staying
Yeah,
closed. for the time
I think
being.
we saved that one for last.
Yeah, let's deal with the immediates. Yeah, yes. Agreed.
Yeah.
all right. Okay. So then we got the orthodontist one. We got Nasher. Then we've got the cooking one. You got the card for the cooking event and the world builder thing? The festival and the cooking
I did,
one?
yeah.
Oh, that's
I
gonna
did, yeah.
be a delight. I think Catori and Clem are gonna be very happy together making snacks.
Yeah, should I play that card too already? I don't know what
Absolutely.
to do with
Play whenever you guys
Okay.
get those cards, play them so we know who's in them, so I can start like planning the games around you. Because like
Yeah.
they all have, I have ideas for all of them, but I like to cater them to the players. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm working on a background because I was not expecting this game to take this path, which silly of me.
I feel like I hear
Oops.
that often.
In the podcast version of this, I'd cut all of this out. But sadly, I am simply immortal. So, let me... Alright, and then we've got the book on orthodontists. Okay, Isaac, I need you to roll me whatever you want to roll to try to figure out how to break the seduction spirit out of its cursed place.
Cool. Beeromancer, bookish, and magical. I'm putting into this.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me 4d20.
20s are hot.
So many 20s today. All right. So as you are reading through it, the room begins to shift, everyone. I have to change Isaac's token in another map now. The green is getting darker as you read through it. This book says a lot of things about the seduction spirit and how it is a threat to the echo. Like, that it does not. It doesn't mean harm. Like, I think it is written in such a way that implies that the person who trapped it believed that it meant harm, that it is too dangerous, that people cannot control themselves, and therefore a spirit that does that is terribly wrong. As we all you enter a world that feels very much like a romance novel's cover. I'm gonna grab all you guys' tokens as soon as I can. And it pulls all of you in, by the way. Isaac, this book contains a love story. I was holding the wrong button. This book holds a love story of a vampire that wandered around the world to find his one true love. He saw her once at a party, but could not forget her face. Her father demanded that they stay apart. But he found where she lived, and he is storming the castle in a... he's gonna die. He's storming the castle with his trusted band of adventurers. That's you all. The book ends tragically. The book ends with him being defeated by the king and then trapped in this very book. How do we get him out? I'm gonna put some enemies for you guys.
I mean, when we had just attacked the father?
I believe that would be the simplest solution. Change
Is
the
it-
end of the tale and...
Yeah, is it the father that actually did the trapping in the book?
Yes, the father... Yeah, okay, yeah, absolutely. For sure. The father did the trapping in the book. The father was an ancient vampire lord that knew all the secrets of the blood rituals to trap this man, to keep him from his love. I don't know why you guys all decided that in your heads that Reedy is playing the father, but here he is.
Nope.
It's King protecting his daughter, and we know that King really cares a lot about his kids.
Oh, too real.
So
That one was in one game. She got her head cut off.
That is the only exception.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Here's the daughter.
Frog princess.
Right?
Is the title of this book just Vampire and the Frog?
Yes, this book title could definitely be Vampire and the Frog. What is a good vampire frog romance novel pun? I ask the chat so that we don't get stuck in it for half an hour, which we will.
Webbed deception.
Webbed deception? Okay. Our vampire seduction spirit stands before all of you and she's like, alright, team. Croak and Dagger's really good.
Nice.
It's
That is
really good.
beautiful.
Good.
So
That's-
good.
Croak and Dagger's just fucking done.
Alright, ignore me.
Winner.
It would no. There is no shame in a better option coming along, people.
That's good.
I just sent Lurid some card packs.
He's the next winner on The Price is Right.
Step right up. So standing in front of you, seduction. He goes away, said just looks at you all. She's like, all right, my team. We all come. Like, you are my brothers. We have traveled together for years. We are on the precipice of glory. It's like, I will reunite with my lady love. Together. And we will spend the rest of eternity together. Or we die here. To arms, friends, to arms! And he pulls out a sword. And he begins to charge at these are clearly champions of this kingdom. He is massively outnumbered. And like, looking down at yourselves, you're vampires right now, but it's not even that big. It's not that great of vampires, you understand? Like, you've been traveling forever. You're away from home. Like, it is dusk right now. You're not at your full power, but he's still charging this castle. But because of the 20, Isaac, you all flash for a moment, and then you have all of yourselves again. Like in this book, you have all your own powers. How are you going to change the story?
I think we gotta roll up and wreck shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think there's much stopping him, so we
Gotta clear a path.
exactly.
All right then. He is the spirit of seduction. He looks good, but these muscles aren't meant to like fight, you know? He is running in a chainmail coat, but the front of it's completely open.
He's so jangly.
What would be cool is if he convinced like half of them to like maybe go to the left, and then like two of us could flank on the right and like catch them while they're watching him because they're drawn to him, and we could just knock like half the line of them out. I want to do like a stealthy sneak attack, like up the middle, but to try to target like 4 on the left.
Oh, absolutely. He is the spirit of seduction. He can provoke like nobody's business.
Yes. So we at least split the pack and take out some of them immediately.
He charges at them. You can see through, like, some of the armor literally blushes when he gets close.
There's like pink tints in the grates.
Exactly. You see little, like, the blushing lines from anime.
Yeah, wavy anime lines.
The wavy anime lines.
Oh. It's sad that they don't say uwu canonically.
No. Are these the Uwu Nagas?
I was gonna say, is one of them a Naga?
Maybe. Just for giggles.
Halt, you woo! None shall pass. And he's just standing there, like, coat, like chainmail coat wide open, so jangly. Somehow flapping in the breeze. Absolutely. The wind catches.
Hair's blowing back.
Yeah, oh, his hair is going nuts. It's amazing.
Amazing.
All right, Osiria and Akhana, how are you deleting? How are you killing these four? Like,
We
what's
are
it look like
deleting them.
as your attack? Don't be nasty, Caustic. PG-13.
You know he does.
You know he
Um, I would sprint up behind him, but jump out like towards the right while they're distracted. I guess dual wielding daggers because they're up close action, and try to target two of them on the right side using a spy for sneak attack.
Yeah, they are most certainly sneak attackable. They are very distracted.
Fabulous. So I will roll 2d20.
Yeah,
19.
that'll do. And the confidence makes it a 20.
Oh, sweet.
What, a few
Nice.
times confidence actually worked out for us.
Finally.
One of them is like raising a pole arm and is about to try to stab the vampire. One of them, very taken, is just like, like waving their hand. But how do you kill them?
I'll get up at where the chain or the what's the thing called? The armor, where it cinches in the side, like there's straps holding the front to the back, and just get in between there and just up stab the dagger like in the ribs.
To both of them at the same time?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
One of them looks over at you. Who are you at? Who woo or you woo is a terrible sentence.
Oh no.
Like,
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I'm not
It's an
woo.
earworm, and I'm gonna repeat it.
Alright, Osiria. Two of them were taken out, and as they're taken out, Sid looks over at the rest. I'm just gonna call him Seduction. Seduction looks over at the other two and brushes their hair off of his neck as like it's like sparkly and beautiful. Like his hair looks like it gets longer in that moment. You know Finn from Adventure Time?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that moment happens, and the other two are super distracted. How do you take them out?
So, I think gonna use a few tags for this as Osiria's kind of been using like the environment to kind of conceal her approach, like kind of sneaking up with Akhana. She's going to use Naturalist, her like special poisonous tag, and maybe Protector if I can, and she just does like a quick like she's basically casting Thorn, like the quest ability, as she just does like a 1-2 of like shooting thorns out of each palm, like towards these guys that well, are laced with the poison that she got from a little while back.
Specifically thorn, not your tattoo ability.
Right.
Alright.
This one's like a ranged attack specifically.
And last time you used your tattoo ability in a book, it went weird.
No, I think she's learned from last time. She's not doing that again.
You don't want to be one of these champions?
I think I'm good.
Alright, give me your 20-siders. You said poison, monstrous,
Poisonous, naturalist, and
poisonous, naturalist.
maybe protector.
Okay, yeah. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you guys do a scene for every single book that we have. Just mostly this one, because I really thought it was funny.
Of course. Would that be 3d20?
40-20.
Oh, okay. Right, because 3 tags.
Oof.
Ooh.
But
No, you don't need that.
oh, absolutely. Okay, so with a limited success, Osiria, you're gonna get one of them. If Akhana gets rid of that one, Akhana, how did you distract the other one that is coming in for a stab on Osiria? Well, like one of them dodges the thorn and pulls out a little crossbow, and they're about to shoot that at Osiria. And this guy has crazy good aim with this crossbow. That would have been a lot of damage.
I arm my death cannon.
Absolutely.
And stick it next to his helmet. Like dash over. Arm out, cannon against head.
For sure. Osiria, what does the poison do to this other one? Like, how does he die?
That's a good question. I guess I never really thought about that.
I mean, how horrific do you want him to die?
I don't want it to be like the worst thing, because like, unless this is like a one and done, like I'm not gonna use this again kind of deal.
No. It can be whatever, like, literally the poison can be whatever you want it to be. If you want it to be a sleep poison, I'm perfectly fine with that. Like, if you don't want to, like, gruesomely murder this character.
I mean, yeah, I kind of like that better, because then, like, it still leaves the option if we do have to kill someone later, but, like, this guy's just doing his job. He does not deserve it.
Why did I deserve it? Ooh woo. I got stabbed in the lung. The seduction walks up to Akhana and puts his hand on top of your death cannon and like lowers it down. I'm thinking this scene is very similar to the Braveheart scene where the woman went willingly. And then he goes up to the champion, pulls their helmet off. They are also blushing like crazy, looking up into his eyes. And then he rips out their throat.
Brutal.
Oh, well. Alright then.
He looks up at the castle. I'm coming for you, my dear! As he, like, rushes that way. These guys are still rushing, but they are quite a ways away. Karst, Isaac, and Catori, you're all in this storybook situation. It's a very romance novel. Whenever anybody blushes, they have, like, exaggerated blushing. Karst, because of what you are, you can feel. This is not natural. It feels wild and weird, but kind of cool. Up to you if you want to think. If you think it's cool, these plants aren't actually there. Like all of this nature isn't there. For a moment, when you got into this world, you weren't like you had a full body, teeth included.
I think Karst is like they're confused, but they like kind of bemused and kind of just like they don't really know what's going on, so they're just kind of waiting to see what everybody else does.
Akhana and Osiria are storming the castle with seduction.
I think Karst's just gonna look at the other two and make like a sort like shrug, sort of like what are we? Do we follow? What are we doing?
Yeah, Isaac, you know how this story goes. So far, we're doing pretty good. We know that he makes it through the castle in the regular story. It's not until he gets into the hall of the castle that he gets taken.
Yeah, so we just have to make sure he doesn't get taken. So, to the castle. If need be, kill the rest of those guards.
So these guards are definitely charging at you guys. Karst, Catori, and Isaac. One of them is definitely looking at Isaac blushing.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Nice.
Because that one that's blushing is far too dang distracted to realize that a bullet's passing through his head right now.
Oh no! Running at these guys. Wow, these guys really have some weird looking armor. Thunk. Collapses down, rolls down the hill. None of them are blushing now. They are all like, they cinched up. They got their shields together. They're trying to do like a phalanx thing. They're trying to like push you because you have to run uphill at them. And they've got like their 4 shields. There's definitely a gap. They're used to doing this as at least a 5-person formation, but they lost Tom. He was so close to retirement, too.
They didn't lose Tom. He's down at the bottom of the hill with a bullet in his head.
Know exactly where he is.
You know exactly where he is.
Tom ends up in the Cave of Wonders. You guys gotta stop killing people right before the retirement. Or keep doing it, I don't know.
It's on them for not retiring sooner.
We're making sure there's plenty for us later.
Plenty of what? The
Retirement.
401k. Yeah, it's like, sorry, I forgot how retirement
Too
works.
real. Whatever retirement looks like in the Echo, that's what we're doing. Later.
Making sure that these fictional people don't get into your 401ks.
Hell yeah.
That guy's name was Elon. No relation. No relation.
Fictional character.
Fictional character. Alright, Catori and Karst, you are being approached by 4 soldiers wearing full plate mail. A couple of them might be Nagas. It's hard to tell in the bush. Like in this tall grass.
Are they still doing their shield block business?
Oh yeah, they're trying to do the shield locked up. They're going to be attempting to push you all down the hill.
Got it. Okay, Catori's gonna charge at them, like battering ram style, try to knock them all on their butts.
Absolutely. That is Catori has brawler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a brawler roll. Can you give me 2d20? Okay, so we have a tough choice here, Catori. Do you want to, like, you can knock them all down, but they each are going to get an attack on you. I will roll 4 6-siders to determine the damage that you take, but Karst and Isaac can clean up, and you will be able to get to the castle. Like, you will just charge your way through. These guys will be down, but they won't be out.
Yeah, I'll take the damage. That's fine.
Not even a lot of it. It is 7 damage, Catori, as they basically scratch you as you run by. What's it like? What's the charge look like? Are you like horns down, or are you like caber out?
Caber out.
Just swinging for the fences. Their shields go flying. The first shield that you hit folds completely in half. I accidentally grabbed Karst. No. Alright, Karst. You see 4 figures laying on the ground. Right now, they're not any threat to you. Right now, they are stunned. They don't get another move for a couple of turns. You could finish them off if you want to, or you could just make your way to the castle. Just so we know, if you guys roll low on the castle, you will have 4 opponents at your back. And if you guys have played Fortnite, that's always dangerous.
I think Karst is gonna, like, in their mind, go back to the first time that they interacted with anybody, where they had to fight a guy who was in armor, and they're gonna, like, rise to their full height, even though they absolutely don't need to, but they want to be fucking scary, and they're gonna loom over one of them, I guess, and just reach into their helmet with their hands and grab whatever they can and pull.
Yeah, can you roll me monstrous?
I definitely can roll you monstrous.
Yeah, with a 19, with confidence still up, what is it that you wanted to happen? The other 3 are going to be terrified. They're not going to fight anymore. They are going to run for their lives.
I mean, that's kind of the goal. Like, Karst doesn't need to kill them. Just, they're bad guys. Karst recognizes this archetype of bad guy. And, like, they don't even need to be super, graphic about whatever happens inside this man's head. But, they just wanted everybody, like, deterrent.
Consider them deterred. Yes. If I had a little like icon that just said deterred, I would. So the other 3 run for the not run. They roll for their lives. You just see them rolling at their plate mail down the hill. Wait, can I do this? Will this look funny? A little bit down, then we flip again. A little bit down, then we flip again.
Production value.
It's all about the production value for me.
Amazing.
All these 20s went into the production value.
Right.
There goes my retirement.
So, Seduction and the whole group arrive at the castle. And he at this point in the book, all 5 of you are supposed to be dead. According to the book Isaac read. You were all supposed to die protecting Seduction from these knights. You weren't supposed to just murder all the knights. The king looks down and spits, he hawks a vile big loogie. Just the biggest loogie.
Ugh,
No, stop.
Gross.
nasty.
Katori's gonna pull out her shotgun.
She's like,
Oh my god.
Get it, girl.
he steps behind his daughter.
Oh,
Wow.
that's gross. That's worse.
Seduction looks up. Bella, no! She's like, you can't harm her. It's like, release her, you fiend! How does the book go now, Isaac? This
Well,
is not.
Normally, what's supposed to happen is, like you said, we're all supposed to be dead. He would charge into the castle, into a trap. But we're just outside now, and basically anything could happen from here.
Seduction looks at Catori's shotgun. How accurate are you with that? Could you guarantee no harm would come to my love?
Absolutely not, dude. No.
We've been too lucky already.
I mean, remember.
Oh shoot! But I have that really
Yes.
fancy bow.
And we also have a
Ooh.
sniper here.
Yeah, I'll let somebody else. No, yeah, somebody else. I'm here for intimidation tactics. That's what I'm here for.
Oh, he is intimidated. He is definitely scared. He is
Taking my
hiding
boot?
behind his daughter. Who's taking the shot?
Isaac?
Yeah.
Go for it.
She's like, no weapon could harm me from up here. And she's like, what do you have, some fancy bow? Look at that crossbow. No crossbow can shoot up this far and that accurately. I'm perfectly safe.
I want to note, by the way, Isaac's not taking a shot from down here. He walks away so that he has a better line of shot.
Brilliant.
Ha! Your soldiers are leaving you already.
While the rest of us stand next to him. Okay.
I mean,
So sniper is obviously a tag here.
absolutely.
Remind me, I can spend more points for the same tag, correct?
Only if you have a second level of that same tag.
Gotcha.
Osiria can use Naturalist, which we gotta schedule, everybody talking, probably during the break between this arc and the next arc. We'll talk to everybody with a +3. Osiria has 3 Naturalists, which is the next one, so Osiria could use Naturalist twice.
Okay, I wasn't sure about that one myself, since that was a little confusing last time, but good to know.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. We gotta make this more clear for everybody. The tag system is working. I just gotta write things better. Also, Catori definitely has 3 bookish now because I think they rolled you rolled a 20 earlier. I kind of rolled 2 20s on Spy, so I'm not sure. I think it's just automatically just 1 more level on though. Trying to make sure what I remember everybody rolling 20s for. But yeah, Isaac, bookish while you're in here can be applied to any role.
Okay,
need
I
you
was
to
gonna
know that.
go for that too. Actually, I forgot to. So this is fun. Sniper, bookish, and Bureaumancer. just being in here because we're in a book.
You are in a book. Okay, for Beeromancer, you gotta give me a word you're firing out of this gun, though.
Dethroned.
All right,
Ooh.
absolutely.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, give me 4d20. Yeah, that's at 20.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No,
God,
that's great, but it's a
damn.
natural 20. Holy hell.
The last one, the Beeromancer part of it. I actually would like us to start keeping track of that. If like, it seems like it might be too much work, but I want to know which die is which, you know, for narrative effect in the future. Don't worry about it right now, but let's keep that in mind for the future.
What I would use, what I'm assuming usually is the order that I say them in is the order that the dice are in.
That is how I yeah, that is how I consider it. Yeah, special tags don't level up, but special tags are special. But for the 20 we can apply it to bookish, but he already rolled a 20 today.
I've rolled
Yeah.
2 20s today.
I'm
both
looking at you.
times-
Is there a bingo for single player 20s yet?
I don't know
Oh,
if
man.
there is.
There's a bingo for 20s, but we've already met that. But none of us have taken damage, so there's no real need to use it.
That is true.
Yeah, it heals you to full.
I take it back. Catori took damage. 7 damage to be
Okay,
exact.
it says restore 5 AP and 25 HP. The AP tag points. Everybody gets 5 of their
Yeah.
tag points back.
Heck yeah,
Hell
maxed
yeah.
out again.
Maxed again. Worth it.
Where did that bullet go? Is it right through the head, like right underneath the crown?
Right underneath the crown, right through the head.
Okay, but do we do this super dramatic thing where it like passes cleanly through the points on the princess's
Oh,
crown as
nice.
well?
Yes.
Oh, and it spins like in Wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And there's multiple repeated angles of the shot.
Of course. Freeze frame, slow mo.
You're the author right now. As the king falls from the top and just splats on the ground at Catori's feet. And the princess jumps off of it and gets caught by seduction, and the whole place starts like phasing back and forth. And you all come back to this room. And now I have to get a different art for the spirit because he is no longer trapped. Seduction is weeping openly, like as they step away from that book, and they act. The book does not follow at all. It no longer does its seductive wave. Everybody in the room, like all the spirits in the room, are just like looking eagerly, thinking about how they might be able to like do it themselves. Nash, what was it like? What, are you free? Do mine next. Read my book. Tell me how I get free. Who wants to read the orthodontist book?
I'm alright with taking that one. That feels...
Weird? You can say weird.
I mean, I was gonna say appropriate, given the whole fangs are kind of a center point of like the big bad wolf.
Chiefies.
But weird also would have worked, yes.
Sometimes I think to myself that I have made the weirdest maps and tokens that I'll never use, and then I find myself using them multiple times. So just keep that in mind, everybody.
Funny how that
All right.
works.
Osiria, what are you rolling to read this book about teeth and figuring out how to, like, you know, get it out?
Well, I think monstrous is like the one given, because that's why I picked this one in the first place. Like, both for the whole, again, like fairy tale aspect, but also like having some of that knowledge of like how to take care of her fangs and stuff.
Absolutely. I'm here for it.
Not sure which others I have that might apply to this.
Other people can help you, by the way.
Yeah, if anyone else has tags that they could add to this, maybe. Otherwise,
I'm truly
Like-
not sure.
Would my investigator tab help?
Absolutely.
oh yeah, for sure.
Sweet.
Otherwise, I'm thinking like maybe one of my secondaries, either luminary or officer, might. If there's anything there that might help.
Luminaries, I think, would work. My question now is, luminaries are not magical. What is Cash a luminary too?
Yes.
Yeah, Cash is a luminary. So our doctors thus far are luminaries. If you are a doctor, you're a luminary. Are you a dentist? You can come out of this as a dentist. If you roll a 20 on this, you get you're gonna get the special tag dentist.
Amazing.
I mean, I guess we'll leave that to the dice to decide, but I don't. She definitely isn't going into this. Just
Oh man, I can't wait to get you one of those weird like circle hat things, or like the head things, you know? Does everybody know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Thank you.
yeah.
With the lamp attachment.
Yeah, the lamp. Wait, is it a lamp? Like, it usually just reflects light,
It's
right?
supposed to be a lamp.
Ah.
I think. Don't quote me on that.
So yeah, Akhana, if you monstrous and luminary, and then for Akhana you are doing investigator.
Mhm.
All right, yeah. So you give me 2d20, and Akhana, you give me 2d20, and Osiria, you give me 3d20.
All right.
Remember, we still have 5 ones we can get rid of.
Meh.
All right, 17, not bad.
Yeah, 17 will do it.
I
So-
like that I still roll a lot of 13s on my monstrous too. That's funny.
Wait a second. Didn't realize I was going to need this token today, so. Canva doesn't let you make tokens out of just any of their random things unless you change it in some way. But normally their random things are exactly what I want. So I always have to add like the Lockstitch symbol somewhere in it. Okay. Here's the situation. This is basically a story of a tooth that could not be pulled. It's supposed to be instructions on how to take care of your teeth and how to pull teeth when absolutely necessary. But sadly, this one tooth could not be pulled, no matter how hard the tooth fairies tried. And it clearly, in the story about this, it tells about the one time when Knacker, wait, what do we name him? What's it? Nasher, the spirit of oral hygiene and teeth, could not get the tooth pulled, and as punishment, the ancient god known as a Claw punished the Nasher by having some of its servants is the wrong word, but worshippers curse Nasher into this book, forever forced to only teach oral hygiene and never been able to enact it. This is the tooth. How are you five gonna pull a tooth? This creature, you can hear it breathing. It is very groggily in its, like, it is not unconscious, you know? It is just, it's close, sedated, but poorly sedated. It's me trying to move the screen around so that the stream can see it. All right, everybody. How are we gonna pull a stubborn tooth?
Is it loose or infected, or like what's up with it?
Oh, we got to do that studying of it. Catori, immediately. So we because we are running out of time, and I want to get more of the story. Upon approaching it, it stinks. Like right along the gum line, it looks like it's got a little discharge.
Ugh.
Osiria, do you have anything in your pack that would help us, like, make sure this guy's knocked out?
Oh, I got something.
She
If you don't.
might have some like plants or things on hand that would like numb the pain if we're just gonna like try to get this thing out like that way, like.
Yeah,
Like,
we
I
should
wouldn't
probably
ex-
give him some numbing. That'd be nice of us.
Right. Understood. Kind of rummage through her little, like, pouch with all of her, like, various plants and things and find one that does have numbing properties to it and just, guess that'll be her contribution to this, process.
Akhana, you said you had something?
Yeah, I carry different color vials on me to soak my daggers in, and one of them is sleep.
Ooh.
All right, we got the anesthesiologist here. We're ready.
So I don't want to stab it. I just want to take one of the vials and pour it all around the base of the tooth. And then hopefully it'll swallow some of that gently.
Yeah, absolutely. And Akhana and Osiria, can you both give me 2d20?
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
There it is.
All right.
Oh
Boom.
man, killed it. Amazing. I barely helped.
Okay, so
It is asleep, but you can see coming out of the gunk,
Oh.
and it has eyes. Oh, let me get rid of that on Nika's screen. 1 second. All right. So you put this thing to sleep, but once you get close to the root of the tooth, if you will, like that smell, that discharge, Catori, it seems to, if not sentient, definitely alive. And it seems hostile to being like the poison poured on it. This thing did not fall asleep. This thing probably doesn't sleep.
I bet I needed more than just one pile. He a beast.
perhaps a couple extras would have been helpful.
Noted.
Corey, Isaac, and Karst. How are we getting this tooth extracted? Now that those two have numbed it, the creature falls asleep, mouth still open. There's a 20. It fell asleep, and it's snoring so loud, it doesn't manage to close its mouth all the way. As it falls asleep, the mouth starts to close, and then you just hear, and its mouth opens all the way back up.
Mhm.
Can Karst and I just kind of like muscle our way out of this?
I was thinking, like, if the two biggins, like, I don't know, do something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Both of our whole asset.
Wrap around it and give it a big old pull.
Yeah.
Either that or try to, like, run at it from one side and knock it. Like, knock
Okay,
it
okay.
forward or back. I don't know what would be more appropriate, like, what would work better.
Whatever you all decide is the thing that, well, depending on the rolls.
We got a buff.
Absolutely, yeah. You guys will get better rolls. You guys will get. I know it says +1 on those, but you with the physical buff you get an extra die. You get an extra D20 whenever you roll a physical roll while that's up. Doesn't cost you a tag point to do it. You just will always get an extra.
Let's see if we can just like team lift this out first. Before we start like trying to knock it out.
Oh no, I did change what it looks like. All right, yeah. So if you guys, instead of an extra die, if you roll say a 12, which would be a limited success, it goes up to a full success. Or if you roll a 15, it becomes a 20. As long as you're doing a physical thing.
So would I use my brawler tag?
Brawler would work perfectly. Karst, Monstrous would probably work.
I'm assuming I'm using monstrous because this does not feel protective or natural.
Yeah, it doesn't feel either of those things. This is most certainly one of the most unnatural things you've done thus far. And you were in a singing cave not too long ago.
Yeah, that is true.
Alright, you two, give me 2d20. That 15 does become a 20, and the 16 also becomes a 20.
That's hot.
Just for fun questioning, can you guys actually interact with that tooth by any chance? If you touch the tooth, can you move it?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna pull the tooth out. It's a long one. Look how deep these roots are. I am going to roll an attack for gingivitis, though.
I knew it was gonna be a ginger. I knew it.
Oh my god.
Okay. Gingivitis. All right. It has to take the lower, which is a tough choice. It wants to infect. Hold on. Amy and Karst, you are any number over a 10. Catori, you are any number under a 10. Okay, it's attacking Catori. Catori, you have a tough choice. You can get this out easily. Like, full success. No, okay. It is going to try to get in your mouth.
Ugh.
And it wants to infect one of your teeth with gingivitis. You can either drop the tooth and make Karst have to roll a 120-sider to take up your part of it, or you can battle this thing with your face. Like, how would you roll an attack when your hands are full of a tooth?
I first want to
suspicious.
state that, like, I physically recoiled in my chair when you said it wants to be in my mouth. Like,
Oh, it wants
Me
to. It wants
too.
it so bad. It's gonna, like, you're gonna get one of those dead teeth if you roll a 1 on this.
no, literally, I don't want that. I don't want anything to do with that. I will normally take the L, but I will not on this one. No, thank you. No,
That is cool.
I am so
Save your
sorry,
teeth.
Amy.
Save your
my
teeth!
The tooth starts tipping towards you, Karst. It's so heavy. You're not sure if you're gonna be able to get it out on your own. Give me that 20-sider. Alright, 11 turns into a full success, though. You managed to get the tooth out of there. The dream is starting to fade away. But the gingivitis is still here. And we all know that oral health care starts at the gums.
Is it
So we
on
have to-
Catori's face?
It
Or near.
jumped at Catori's face. Catori, how did you block it?
Okay, here's a question. I backhanded it away from me. But if I'm wearing my shark tooth knuckles,
Oh no. Does it hurt your shark tooth knuckles?
or does my shark tooth knuckles count as like a counter blow because I backhanded it to the
That's-
ground, away from our patient, because the area is sterile. Thank you.
Okay. Roll me Brawler. Give me 2d20 as you backhand this thing, and let's see how it works. Yeah, that'll do it.
And
Okay.
confidence is still up anyway.
Confidence is still up.
Nice.
Catori, for your Brawler knuckles, make a little note for your shark tooth knuckles that they are infected in air quotes with gingivitis. Only in the same way that Osiria can poison things, you can punch things with gingivitis.
So what does it do with the fact that they've already got the poisonous tag?
Oh my god. Okay, that's right, you made shark tooth neurotoxin gloves. Okay. Okay, we have shark tooth knuckles. They now have... I think we're gonna talk about this, Kira. But I do believe you might be able to summon gingivitis.
Oh shit! Okay.
Amazing.
Is it gingivitis anyway? I'm calling it gingivitis, but I don't think it's gingivitis.
She's just gonna call her Ginger anyway, so it's
Oh my
fine.
God.
It's
Aw.
fine.
Aw, you stinky little fist familiar.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't like
Vampire
it.
smut
Dying.
book.
This is
That's
disgusting.
Stinky Fist Familiar is one of those vampire books.
So,
It has to
so
be.
Oh my gosh.
oh no, it's basic. So this just means that this book held two spirits. The one was gingivitis being
Oh no,
used.
the Echo's got gingivitis again.
No.
No, it would have.
Come on.
It would have, but sadly, it does not. Well, not sadly.
No, we're pretty happy about it, but those knuckles glow in the dark.
I can't breathe.
Oh no.
Sorry, get your French fries away from that thing. What are you, disgusting?
Oh god. Save the
God.
curly fries.
You got plaque-covered gingivitis, the gingivitis-riddled fucking punching teeth.
Gauntlets.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
love it.
I think Catori's gonna work on like ridding herself of that because that's just not appealing.
You
And
gotta brush your knuckles.
yeah, that's perfectly
Oh.
fine. I will be doing that shortly.
Teeth and hand hygiene.
This game is the worst. Like, we've played a lot of bad ones. This one wins though. Oh god, he's so big.
That's
Giggity.
what she
Oh,
said.
hello. How you
I
doing?
knew I knew it. I knew it.
How you
The
doing?
Spirit of Seduction is a very fucking regular ass interview with a vampire style vampire looking guy.
Love it. No notes.
Oh boy.
All right. Okay. So, if we want to get to the last one, if we want to get to the one that I actually set up for this game real quick, we're gonna have to figure out how to solve the fork situation and the hand thing later.
That's fine.
So I didn't mean to make it
We're
put it in
gonna
your
do
mouth.
hand
Here,
stuff
sorry,
later.
sorry. Yeah, we'll do hand stuff. Only on top of the clothes, though. We're not gross. Okay. Do we want to try to fight the snake, or do we want to close that up and try it later when we have more time? Which do we want to do?
If we keep it
I mean,
closed, is
this-
it someone else's problem?
Yeah, we're the someone else.
Can
Okay.
the snake be reasoned with like everybody else was?
No, because I
Mm-mm.
closed the book before that happened. So the snake did not hear your plea of calm the fuck down.
I mean, the snake might
guess
be
we'd
able
have
to be
to-
reasoning once you open the book and go in.
Oh, fuck it, we ball.
Like a we ball?
All right, Catori. Can you roll me? Can you roll me bookish and mystician? So give me 3d20. Like so, 13. Limited success. As you open the book, it hisses at you and strikes out. It doesn't actually hit you, but you feel suddenly the pull, and you are all on its writhing, all over its writhing scales as it goes around. This is like unknown how this happened, but Catori carved into this snake. Oh, did I switch the thing? Okay, I did.
Yeah.
Like not just written but carved all along this body are words. And you know this word. It is forgot. And it is forgotten. It is every different version of forgotten. Like uninteresting. Like unknowable. Just every different word for memory loss. As you see a guy carving these words into it. And they turn around and look at you and they're like, "What are you doing here?"
We're here to
believe
stop
we could
you.
ask the same of you, yes?
She's like, thought I was the only one here. I didn't realize. It's like, Isaac, you have a very romantic air to you. And Catori, you're a very Stitchcrafter air to you. So, our dear friend Troggle here, and she's like, "I didn't know they sent me backup. That'll be handy." Okay, so what you're gonna need to do is carve in these words into the side of the Guardian. It's like, the whole side will forget them? Easy peasy. Here you go. He hands you, what looks like a chisel made out of null metal. It's like, here you go. And then like, here's my backup hammer. Just here are some of the words that you're gonna need, and hands you a piece of paper that has all of the vampiric words for forgetting.
Katori's gonna take the chisel and just be like, "Hey, so yeah, I didn't I'm a slacker. They told me why we're doing this, but can you remind me why we're doing this again? I can't I forgot."
Oh. Well, what are you, interns? They hire such, like, did Sepsis hire you? I bet Sepsis hired you. So what we're doing is we are trying to make the world forget this Guardian. If the Guardian's still around, then we can't get rid of the vampires. If we can't get rid of the vampires, we can't move on to the next stage of the plan. So come on, before it wakes up, let's get to hacking at it.
Oh yeah, the next stage. Gosh, I can't remember. Am I involved in the next stage? What was that again? I know it was written down. I forgot.
Okay. Well, fine, I'll explain it one more time for you. First, we cause chaos. Second, no, wait, sorry. Like, first, we cause chaos, such as making the world forget about their guardians. This is one of the ones that we're going to work on. Then, we dethrone the current administration. We throw out all of the leaders. And it's just like, to cause and sow. He pauses like he's waiting for you to, like, do a call and response thing. We are looking to sow. We're looking to
Katori
sow.
Katori looks back at him,
Chaos,
just vapid.
Yes, chaos, of course. And then step 3, profit.
Profit, that's it. Yeah, yeah, that sounds familiar.
Exactly. We throw the whole echo into chaos to stop all of the... We have to stop the narrative. No narrative, no roots. No roots, no gardeners. No gardeners, world of our own. Or a garden of our own, as the tailor likes to say.
This is all coming back to me. Yep.
Get to writing, everybody.
Yep. Right away. Yep.
So Troggle goes and begins just carving into the snake's flesh words that mean you forget.
Like, are they specific? Like, forget this information, fill in blank here, or is it just forget?
Just forget. I'm thinking.
It's basically just forget. But if they
Okay.
carve it the way that they do, it becomes true. But yeah, you all have the tools and the words that mean forget. You also probably know you know a lot of other words though that you could carve in if you wanted to. Proggle's up there whistling to themselves as they carve, by the way.
Neat. So we're definitely not carving in these words that are in this list, right?
Oh, of course not.
No.
I'm kind of tempted to do what I did before, but I don't know if Catori would know the word remember.
Roll me bookish and take an extra 20 actually, no. You don't even have to roll for this, Catori. You do know, remember.
So,
Go ahead.
well, it's carved into it, and we can't, like, heal it anyhow, right?
How close to the word remember is forget? Could you just alter it?
Sure.
Or if we want to try the heal route, that's also hilarious. It would take a lot of work to do the heal route because I think we only have magical means of healing, really, and this is null metal scars. That it's like scarification with a null metal chisel.
Okay, I'm gonna go with, like, it's, remember is just, like, a crossed T and a dotted I sort of deal. Just, like, 2 swipes, and bam, it's remember instead of forget.
This sounds like an artisan situation, though.
But I did it. I have. Are we gonna use the null metal to scar it again, or can we use ink?
Up to you. I mean, if you don't want to use this null metal, absolutely, just throw the chisel away and do a different one. Absolutely.
And we use my.
I'm gonna
quill.
put it in my pocket.
You do have your quill, Isaac. And Catori, do you have vials of that ink that you used to change that one spirit?
Yeah, like I could just pour it on people's hands and be like, this is how you change it. And it just have everyone line up, pour it on their hands, and then have them start drawing. Just like she did with the other god of war.
You did do that with the god of war, which turned him into a god of peace at all costs, if we recall that.
Yeah, it's not a perfect system.
Okay.
Unless someone's got a better idea. Like,
Yeah,
this is
No, this
my
sounds
idea.
really good.
No, yeah, I'm here
Okay.
to let this rock.
Still their idea is like they genuinely want to take the chisel and put it into the back of that person's head. Like they don't know anything that's going on. All of those proper nouns meant absolutely nothing to them, but they're like, "This is a guardian. I like guardians, kinship to guardians. I would like to stab this man. They're not gonna. Like,
okay.
but like,
I
there
mean, no
is
one's gonna stop you.
murder in their face.
Shank away.
And no one's gonna stop you here.
Yeah, I mean, like having a bit of like guardian
anything,
type
we'll
history
join in.
herself. Osiria's just gonna look the other way. Like, if this guy dies, it's just like, oh no, what happened?
Well, anyway.
Like if there is like the slightest bit of like nobody stopping them or like because they actively look violent at this point. Like they don't know anything that's going on, but they're like "Mm." And if anyone gives even the slightest bit of like, go for it. Yeah, they'll probably go try to stab this whatever this is.
His name
This
is
is
Troggle. His name is Troggle. He is from the Folded City. He has had like this. Sorry, this is a remembrance of Troggle. He is not actually here. The same way that you are not actually here. He did this though. He did this action hundreds of years ago. Troggle is
So we recognize that though, right?
yeah, like the ones that Akhana. I think Akhana knows Troggle, or at least Akhana would
Oh,
know
yeah.
Troggle. Oh yeah. Cat stole Troggle's habit and wears it.
Cat's a nun sometimes.
Cat's a nun
Fantastic.
sometimes. Hazel is a nun sometimes.
Oh,
Spies dress up like nuns in this world. I don't know why.
because it's funny. And we get
Nobody's
away
Because
with
it's
a
like,
nun?
sorry, my bad.
it.
What's more disarming than a wimple? Like, come on.
It's just like nobody's gonna hit a nun.
Depends.
I mean, Karst wants to hit a nun right now.
Get wrecked.
I think the knowledge that they're not actively currently there probably doesn't like dissuade them. They just don't like. They want to do a violence for what has been enacted on this.
Absolutely.
This
And let me
guy.
tell you, Troggle is an alchemist, and he will remember this, or he will he will feel it
Ooh.
when if you destroy him. And that's just I was gonna give everybody immediately 2d20 to be writing, like basically finger painting, except for Isaac, who is going to be using his quill, like sucks up the ink into his quill, I assume.
Ooh, could I use a Stitchcraft needle with ink? Or
Tattoos.
is that problematic?
I don't
Yeah.
think it's like I don't think it's problematic. I don't think he's gonna feel it. He's huge. Like this thing
More
is
like
huge.
symbolic, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, Osiria's probably using her claws to like make sure it's extra precise.
Absolutely. So you all get 2d20. Karst, you get 2d20 for the attack automatically, but you can add your monstrous tag and your guardian tag would definitely work here. Or protector tag would work here. Yeah, Isaac, bookish, Bureaumancer, all magical, all of those work for you. Catori, bookish, artisan, Stitchcrafter, Mystician, all of those work for you. And Akhana.
So I could roll 6.
Yeah, you could roll 6. And let me tell you real quick, all I'm looking for is successes to outweigh the ones. All we need is more successes to outweigh the ones that people will start remembering this guardian. But if we have failures outroll successes, we are gonna have. It's still gonna work, probably. But we're gonna have another situation of, we're gonna have another situation of the fact that you will have this guardian come back. This is the guardian of Sanguine, this guardian of the sands. It could come back different. Like people will remember it different than it actually was if we end up with a mixed success style thing happening.
But we have our officer tag still.
But you do have your officer tags. I want to give everybody the here's where we stand.
Got it.
And Karst is helping by killing this guy.
Fantastic.
I mean, let's be real. Karst probably doesn't have great handwriting at this point anyway. It's probably best that they're not, like...
Karst is brand new. I have no excuse. My handwriting is illegible. Karst's just a baby.
All right.
Karst is baby.
Little baby. Alright, everybody roll as many 20-siders as you think is proper. Remember, the more 20-siders you roll, though, the more chances you do get that 1. And yeah, you guys can get rid of 5, but it sounds like you're going to roll a lot of dice.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna add. So we start at 2 base, right?
2 base, yep.
I think the only thing I'm gonna add is the 1 for monstrous, just because, again, using the claws, like.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Wait, can Osiria change just part of her body? Like, just her hand into a claw?
I don't know for sure, but I know that, like, ever since she got this form, she's just naturally had claws. Like, even in her, like, more humanoid form.
Okay, so you still just have claw. Like, meh.
Yeah,
Me.
like, it's less of, like, any, like, transformation and more of just, like, by principle of being the wolf, she has the claws.
Absolutely, I'll take it. And Catori, we said you're gonna roll 5. Osiria's gonna roll 3. Karst can roll 4. No, 5. Yeah, 4.
4.
Isaac can roll a shit ton because this is all like up his alley.
I'm thinking about 3. I want to use diplomat.
All right, yeah, absolutely.
Ooh,
Like
I
this
like
is
that.
for the echo. You know, this is for the echo. So diplomat and stitchcrafter. So I'm gonna roll a total of 4.
How many can I roll again?
You could use literally all everything. 1, 2, 3. So you roll 5 as well.
Cool.
6 if you wanted to use Mystician as well.
6 it is.
Nice.
All right, everybody, give me your huge amounts of dice as we fill the screen with dice for a moment.
Nice.
Like we can ignore Karst's 1 if we want to, which because confidence is still up, that makes that a 20 on whatever Karst is about to do to Troggle.
I'll use my officer tag to ignore that one.
Amazing.
Mhm.
Thank you.
That also makes what I'm doing a 20.
This is true. 17 from Akhana, 17 from Kira. Those are full successes. Absolutely. It looks like we are bringing this thing back to exactly what it was. So, Karst, how do you? You don't have to get graphic if you don't want to. Absolutely, but this version of Troggle is going to die in great fear of you. Like, Troggle will get the tag scared.
Yay! I mean, was Karst given one of the chisels?
Oh, absolutely. You could take the chisel.
Because if they have a chisel, they're just gonna stand very tall, just arm up, arm down on top of head, chisel in hand.
Oh,
Chomp.
God.
Excellent.
Karst wakes up in bed. Not Karst, Troggle wakes up in bed like, oh, fuck, what the hell was that?
They have
Like-
a really bad headache now.
Trying to remember when he did this, except for you all just kind of undid when he did this. Oh. You all... this book feels like it snaps closed. Like, the evil book... Sorry, I stopped holding. The evil book goes away, and there is just a tiny just a little version of the just a little version of the snake. Ooh, it's a snake. Badger.
Catori's gonna walk up to it and offer it a mushroom.
Nice.
Gotta boop that snoot.
Yes, I did have a mushroom.
There you
token.
go.
Thank you.
Perfect.
I know we all were
You're
wondering.
welcome.
The more that guy gets remembered, the more the greater the guardian will grow. Like, to be fair, we know that guardian is dead. Its dead body is over here. This is his old skeleton, but nobody thinks much of it because it's unimportant. Like, you can't hold it in your memory for long. But we're gonna get back to these other guys at some point. Somebody's got to read the books. They're gonna go back in their books for now. All of the forks. But Nasher,
What's the skull gonna? Yeah.
it's gonna become something not scary. Or maybe it stays scary, you know?
A nice dentist? Question mark.
Is there a nice dentist?
I actually haven't one.
Would be kind of funny if he stayed scary. Like, he's like, that was nothing to do with being bound to the book. He's just kind of like that.
So it's just like no, like they didn't change what I looked like. It just looks down at Kira's hand, at Katori's hand. It's like, gingivitis.
Yeah, can you take this off my hands or what? Like very literally. Can you please?
Absolutely. It comes in with its top teeth just turn into teeth brush situation, like toothbrushes, and just scrubs them, just scrub.
You're the best. Thank you.
I can't wait to see the echo. How has the world changed? We are, of course, free to go. You're not imprisoning us here, are you?
Oh, God, no.
Of course not. We would never dream of it.
I need you all to know that this is 4 spirits that you all have released from trapped in Nephra-Ka. 1, seduction. 1, oral hygiene. 1, a guardian. And the 4th happened earlier, where they released the spirit of Shiny. Shiny.
Shiny?
That's exactly the tone that Nika just said that with.
What were the 4 again?
Seduction, shiny,
Shiny.
oral cleanliness. I don't know the best way to say that.
Oral health.
Oral health, and the guardian spirit of Sanguine,
Right.
who apparently loves mushrooms. That one doesn't talk. It's very much more of a wild animal spirit. But it is gnashing down on these mushrooms. All over it is written what you all wrote about being remembered, and just. Rupert's been here the whole time. Rupert's not scared of ghosts, by the way. He's been eating these gushers. Wait, is Rupert? No, Peanut's scared of ghosts. Peanut is scared of ghosts. Peanut does not like ghosts. And with that is where this game ends, as we have to clean up this room. Seduction doesn't go anywhere right yet. Seduction plans to just keep hanging out with Akhana and Isaac.
Nice.
But oral healthcare has a job to do, and he must find his tooth fairies. He thanks you, and goodbye.
Right out the window.
See ya.
Hey, not the game I was expecting.
No, not at all.
Nope.
Was anybody?
Let's
Would anyone
get
really
to
suspect this?
I just normally I don't like to break this fourth wall too much, but my original plan for it was for you all to just like fight those ghosts, or fight those spirits, defeat them, and then have to go into the Guardian Spirit book and subdue the Guardian Spirit, whereas Troggle would have shown up at the very end, and you would have seen that it was his fault. But you guys made friends with the ghosts? Or
Mm-mm.
spirits? Them being disguised as ghosts is part of it, though.
We're real good at that.
Yeah, y'all real good at making friends where I don't expect. I just expected you guys to start hitting things, but you didn't. So here we are.
We were all ready to.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like I don't exactly know what happened, I'll be honest.
Listen, that vampire was. I mean, listen, first of all, you had Catori here. She's Team Lick. All right?
Yeah,
if there's
for sure.
something lickable, Team Lick is going to try to make friends with it.
Are you saying seduction is lickable?
That's exactly what
Yeah.
she
Oh,
said.
absolutely.
Already stated would snort protein powder off his abs. Like,
That is true, you said it.
I'm not getting in line behind her.
You are awful.
Okay.
Alright, Isaac, you rolled a 20 on bookish really early on. I see right there.
Yes.
And Akhana, you rolled a 20 on spy. Your first 20, your two 20s were on spy.
Yes.
And go ahead, let me just scroll down through to see if anybody. Osiria, you rolled a 20. I am gonna assume it was monstrous based on where it was in the roll.
Or natural.
That
Was
was when we were like putting the like numbing thing on the
Oh,
tooth,
yeah,
so that
okay.
might actually be
Mhm.
naturalist.
Naturalist, all right, yep. Karst, I'm not seeing any natural 20s from you other than the 19s from confidence, and same with Catori. But okay, let's give experience now. Akhana, you used diplomat, you used investigator, you used spy.
Yep.
Where would you like to put it? You can put it wherever you want.
I gotta put it in spy.
All right, spy goes up.
Clutch.
Really did work out for you. Catori, because alphabetical order. You rolled artisan, bookish, brawler, and flaky today. One more point in bookish or brawler gets you the next level up of that. Not that we know what that is, but we will talk about. Like, if you have +3 on it, you can use the same tag twice for a roll.
so I think I already have +3 on bookish.
I have 2, but if you have 3, I believe you.
I don't know if you should. My notes are terrible. But I'll add it to brawler.
All right. Catori takes off her glasses and flexes.
Nice.
Isaac, you used bookish, magical, and sniper. I honestly think sniper was your coolest one, personally.
It
But I can understand why you would do bookish. If you do bookish, you level up bookish.
Now I'm putting in sniper. That was the
Alright,
coolest one.
it was cool.
Valid.
You shot Reedy through the skull with dethroned. Karst, you used monstrous, naturalist, and protector, but you used monstrous probably the most, I think. but it's up
Yeah.
to you.
I think it's a monstrous day.
Monstrous is also +3.
Hey.
Nice.
Osiria. I don't know how the alphabet works. You're the only O, so it's hard to find you in the list. You use Monstrous, Naturalist, and Protector. Naturalist is already +3. Monstrous is only +1. Protector has nothing in it yet.
I mean, given the nature of this game, this feels... Well, I was gonna say this is like 100% monstrous, because, like, we really got a lot of mileage out of that today, but, like, Protector might also make sense.
I like Protector, the idea of protecting things from this happening in the future. Or knowing how to undo it is also very good. And the fact that you were the one that said that we can undo this.
Yeah, okay. In that case, I think, yeah, I'll put it in Protector for this one.
Absolutely. All right. I got everybody right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
As a note, we got really close to breaking the record for most nat 20s in a game.
Yes.
That was a lot of 20s. You guys fucking killed it.
We
Like,
rolled 6 of them. I rolled
6.
half of that.
We were
I rolled
efficient.
3
I got
20s in the
2 in
entire
one
game.
roll. 2 in one roll is insane.
You all did absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for making this game different than I was expecting, for sure. But you killed it. I was very happy to have you guys here. We're gonna play again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we do a little bit of touring around Nefraka, with a little art expo situation. I hope everybody can make it. Thank everybody for your support and showing up. And with that, goodbye forever.
Bye forever.
Bye.
Bye forever.
Through tangled paths and mysteries, working side by side, we weave a chart when none to be, sailing day and night. Luminaries chase the truth through boundless wisdom keen. Through tests and trials, they'll guide the crew to sights yet to be seen. Raise the banner, let it fly. United we stand tall. A spirit bold and a courage bright to answer echo's call. Adventure waits for nobody, so rally up the crew. Sailing towards our destiny, we know just what to do. Protecting all through strife and storm, seem guardians defend. Their mission pure, their promise sworn, steadfast till the end. Mysticians seek what lies untold, with spells of newfound lore. Lighting paths and opening gates to magic's very core. Raise the banner, let it fly. United we stand tall. A spirit bold and a courage bright to answer echo's call. Adventure waits for nobody, so rally up the crew. Sailing towards our destiny, we know just what to do. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Like Stitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Like Stitch's name, the world will know.